What's up, nerds? As you know, it is GeekBeast time, and as our tradition on Friday, we always start late. I'm not saying why we start late, but we started late a number of times, but we're here right now. And as all Fridays, it's happy hour Fridays. But we're here to give you the geek news in our drunken sumpers. With my co-host here. Say your name. Tell people your name.
Yo, Centel, baby, what's up? You know how this goes down.
Centel? What are you drinking?
Hey, you know what? I'm over here. I don't want to be advertising for somebody, but it's in a green bottle. You know,
okay,
you know how that is.
I get it.
Mine's is drinking some hood beer.
What you sipping on, man? Friday, as y'all know, it's a holiday in America. It's Super Bowl weekend, which is a 3-day holiday starting Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, or Saturday, Sunday, Monday, depending on if the LA Rams win or not.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
If the LA Rams win or not. As you know, the Super Bowl's in LA, and this is going to be an eventful weekend here. I wish you could be here, Cynthia. I'm sad you're not here enjoying the fruit of LA's labor right
now. Because out here it's like a snowstorm. It's literally like a blizzard going on right now.
And it is summer weather out here in LA.
Watch the itches grow. I know. I got an update from the weather app talking about like you guys are under like a heat warning, a heat wave or something.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Don't hate. Don't hate. Just congratulate.
No, ain't no congratulations going on. So hope you get bit by a shark.
Welcome, nerds, to GeekBeast, brought to you by the Geekish Network. I am your host, Chuck. We do the daily rundown of news. I said it before, but this is happy hour, and it's a kickback happy hour because both of us are drinking brews. To start off this news beat, I'm going to talk about Netflix's Marvel TV shows are about to disappear at the end of this month.
What you talking about, Willis?
Before
Hold on,
Disney
you talking
Plus.
about like Daredevil and the Punisher and all that? Word? Why?
So
I thought that was theirs. That's not
Netflix's
Netflix's
Marvel
property.
TV shows were pushing the edge of MCU adjacent content on streaming, but soon you won't be able to watch Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, Punisher, or The Defenders on Netflix anymore at the end of this month. Spokespeople for Netflix and Disney who declined to be named publicly have confirmed to The Verge that Netflix license ends February 28th, the end of Black History Month.
What?
This brings
you cancel Luke Cage on Black History Month? What?
Exactly. This brings an end to the partnership that started in 2012. The first hit our TV screens with the premiere of Daredevil on Netflix in 2015. By 2018, all the shows have been canceled. So they're all canceled in 2018. They ran them for a good number of years, 4 years after that. As of now, there's no chance of them returning. So I think when they're gone, are they going to be gone, or are they going to? Is Disney going to buy them? What do you think? What are your thoughts on this?
I mean, you listen. Okay, so here's the thing: is the Charlie Cox factor, right? Because he's pretty much been given the green light that he's going to be. They're continuing his story that's going on. So I'm guessing if I'm Disney, I'm like, I'm not gonna buy just a part of the catalog. I'm gonna buy just the whole thing because if I'm gonna bring all these other people potentially, you know, with the exclusion of Iron Fist, you can keep that. I'd probably want to get the whole shebang, right?
Yeah.
So. You know, I'm sure there's paperwork that's saying that you just can't use Charlie Cox's character without maybe Netflix's permission if they're part owner. I don't know. I don't know about the legal jargon that goes along with it. But I can't imagine them just buying just his stuff and then leaving everything else.
This stuff and just brought him over as an actor and reboot everything.
It better.
They're not known for they're not unknown for rebooting stuff. Marvel has rebooted a number of things. They rebooted the Hulk.
Yeah, that's very true. But typically, when you reboot, you don't use the same characters all over again. You know, typically you reboot. It's a full reboot. It's a full cast redo and everything. And Charlie Cox is absolutely beloved, and so is the guy. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. The guy that plays the Punisher, he's absolutely beloved as well. Yeah. It would be a shame to waste those two characters. And of course, I have a huge bias for Luke Cage as well. So go ahead and bring them all over. You know, I'm cool with that. If
they have to. I would love for them to buy those shows from. I would love for them to buy those shows from Netflix, bring them in, release them, and just keep moving forward with those characters. But who knows the deal that Disney and Netflix has and how these shows are going to be handled. I mean, they could constantly say, Netflix, you own the shows, we'll pay you when people watch them on our service, but we want them on our service, not your service anymore. And
that would be dumb. It would be really silly for them to not bring over, to not release it on their platform, because there's a lot of people that don't know who Charlie Cox is, but who the backstory of Daredevil as far as how Netflix presented it. Yeah. And you're gonna need a bit of that backstory.
And another thing is you couldn't bring those shows directly to Disney Plus. Those shows are personally rated R shows.
How does that work?
So they would go on Hulu.
Yeah, they would have to go on Hulu.
Yeah. So that's even more of a question, right? Which would be fitting for Hulu because they have the Runaways, they have Legion, they have a bunch of other shows as well. So this would be interesting.
John Bernthal, that's the guy's name. Thank you, Voice in the Sky. That's the dude that plays Punisher. Absolutely phenomenal job. He blew it out the water. The best. There's been like 4 Punishers, I think. And he is the best out of all of the live action Punishers. Are you excited about this? Is it coming potentially to a Disney property?
I am. I'm curious about it coming to Disney. Am I excited about it? I don't know. I don't think I am excited, but I'm just excited to know that something's coming. Right. Like these could potentially be really good shows to continue on in a Disney format with Marvel.
Right. See, here's my thing. I'm wondering how they blend it, and you can tell me this, because they introduced Kingpin in I was about to say Green Arrow. Oh my god. My brain's going on. Hawkeye, excuse me. Golly.
They introduced him introduced Daredevil and Hawkeye Mike. They introduced both of them. They brought both of them in.
Matt was in Hawkeye? I don't remember him in Hawkeye. I do remember.
He was the lawyer.
he was a lawyer in Spider-Man in No Way Home.
Oh, he was Spider-Man. Oh, Spider-Man. That's right. He
Yeah,
was
yeah,
Spider-Man
yeah.
Long. That's right.
All right,
I mix them up.
but
I'm crossing the streams.
right, but you've already established the Kingpin, and the Kingpin's already been established and rated our content.
Yeah.
So it's just gonna be like, how you gonna juggle that? You know.
Well, if everybody that saw the Netflix shows, remember the Netflix shows, and everybody going forward may not have any memory of those shows, it'd be very interesting how they're going to run this. I'm kind of curious about what's going to really go on as time goes on, how they're going to blend their R-rated content and their PG-13 content.
Yeah,
because they're on two different formats. People that necessarily have Disney Plus may not have Hulu, and people that Hulu may not have Disney Plus.
right.
So I wonder how they're going to blend those two worlds across. That's something for Marvel and Disney to discuss with the with executives of Hulu as well. But I'm really curious about that. This is interesting.
Yeah,
for everybody know, I'm an employee of Disney, but I'm not on that side of the business. So I don't know. I don't know anything.
Hulu needs better original content anyway, so that's a good way to kind of like bolster their resume.
Who needs better original content? Is Disney Plus. Hulu has great content. They have Freeform, they have ABC, they have all the direct to those shows. Like they have a lot of good shows on Hulu. Hulu could almost, in English speaking content, could probably rival Netflix, if not surpass Netflix in original content.
Okay, I stand corrected.
I'm going to say that they have a lot of good shit. Penis, Pen 15. They have a lot of good shows on.
Did you say what? Did you say
Pen
Penis?
15? It's called Penis. It's called Pen 15. It's a girl show. It's kind of like Broad City, but for teenage girls. But the women that play in it are grown women. It's really interesting. It's a cringy type of show, but it's a good show. They have a lot of good shows on Hulu.
It's a woman's show called Penis.
It's called Pen 15.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's about women and adolescence. That's what it's about.
Okay.
But they have a lot of good series on Hulu. Hulu has a lot of good original content. I'm going to bring some up right now. Dollface is supposed to be really good. Pen 15, we just talked about it. Pam and Tommy is supposed to be really good. Dope Sick is supposed to be good. They got Marvel's Hit Monkeys there. Hit Monkeys there.
Yeah, okay. Hit Monkey.
Letter Kenny's there. Yeah, they Reservation Dogs. They have a lot of good shows on the show. American Horror Story. They're all.
It used to be FX. Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean,
they have FX. They have a lot of good shows there.
All right. Well, maybe
Only Murders in the Building. I heard Only Murders in the Building is really good. I got to watch that. But yeah. So I'm really curious about what's going to happen because Disney Plus definitely needs content, right? They give us Marvel content. They give us the cartoon content. They give us Pixar content. They give us Star Wars content. Let's go beyond that. I want live action shows of just Disney. Disney feel good. I want a Bed Knobs and Broomsticks, a TV show based around it or something.
Bed Knobs and Broomsticks.
I want something different. I want the Black Hole. I wish they bring the Black Hole back and make it a TV show.
Golly, that movie was dope for its time. It was way ahead of its time. It does not translate. It does not translate. But at the time when it came out, it was way ahead of its time. That was a risky project that Disney did.
Speaking of risky projects, DC decided to debut some footage of 3 of their risky projects. Black Adam, The Flash, and Aquaman 2. Did you happen to see it?
Yeah, man, I did see it. Black Adam, man, I think that's gonna be their beast, man. That might be their the leader of the pack, like the biggest. Yeah, it might rival what was it? Wonder Woman like their biggest
Wonder
banger?
Woman, the first one was a breakout too.
It was like the big one. I think it might rival that because let's not forget, man. The Rock has over I think he has like over 230 million subscribers on Instagram. I think it's how many is.
He's
I
a
think he's got like the
beast, man.
largest.
He's the
He's got like the
beast.
5th largest following in the world.
He's the beast.
So, however you may feel about him as an actor, that man puts butts in the seats. There's a reason why his star power is the way it is, and he looks incredible.
He does.
It's no padding in the suit. That's him. That's all. That's all him, man. This was the role he may be.
He looks like a hero. I don't understand how Marvel not snatch him up as quick as possible to play anyone. They could have had him play anyone. Like anyone. They could have made a character for The Rock and made a whole new comic book for him.
Yo, but DC put him on the back burner for a while too, though. Like this has been a project that's been in the making for a long time, and he's just now getting his opportunity to shine with it.
And what makes it bad is that then he come out of, he's the executive producer, right? He's like one of the EPs behind it. And he's the foreman of the project. So he pushed the project forward.
Yeah.
I'm tripping to myself. I look at The Rock and I'm like, you're a superhero. And I'm thinking he's under his Disney contract, right? So he's under his Disney contract. I'm thinking to myself, he done Jungle Cruise.
Yeah.
He done a bunch of other movies. I'm thinking Disney would be like, Marvel, put him on. Star Wars, put him on. Somebody put him on. Take him off the bench. Put him in, coach. Put him in.
Yeah. This is about to put him in the super upper echelon. The money's going to be ridiculous, dog. It's going to be insane.
Yes.
And it looks good on top. And then
Vin Diesel, who runs the largest film franchise in the world, was begging to get him back. And The Rock is like, I told you I'm not going to do a film.
Yeah.
I ain't going to make him embarrass you.
Yeah.
I wanted to.
He literally begged him back, but they picked up Jason Momoa. But even Jason Momoa's star power is not even remotely close to The Rock. They're in two totally different atmospheres. And I like Jason Momoa, but
The Rock's Beyonce a different filmmaker.
I mean, he is the highest. He's the highest grossing actor right now. He's got the crown, and not only does he have the crown, he's held the crown for like almost a decade. He's been like the highest paid actor in the world. And he gets producer's credits on top of it. So, yeah, his paper is long, his cred is long, his stable of fans is long.
Has he made a really bad movie?
Yes, he's made a whole bunch of bad movies, but I mean, but so has Arnold Schwarzenegger. So has Sylvester Stallone when they were holding the crowns. Van Damme made bad movies when he was holding the crown for it. Jason Statham has made bad movies and holding the crown. But eventually you find your stride, right? You find your rhythm.
Yeah.
And this is him finding his rhythm.
Yeah, because I was like, how many bad movies has The Rock made and we just gloss over? Yeah, we love the good movies. We just love the good movies.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bad ones.
he's made a rap single. He made a rap single. And I was like, are we really going to accept this from The Rock? Are we really going to accept this?
We did. You did.
Yeah,
you did.
I did.
Everybody did. Because my son still sings it. He's still walking around here. And I've only listened to the song one time, but he sings it every day. And I'm like, word? That's the banger? The Rock?
I mean, he did have the real saying, you know what The Rock is cooking.
That's what I'm saying, man. Yo, and what gets me is as crazy as some of the things he used to say in the WWF, back when it was still the WWF.
It doesn't matter what you say.
It doesn't matter. I'll beat your ass on the corner of Jabroni Lane and all that up there. Nobody does it better. That dude, I've said it a million times. I've said it on the show here, and I'm going to continue to say it. He's running for president, dog. Believe it. I say it about 10 more years, 10, 15 more years. He's running for president.
Hey, if he wins presidency, we're going to see electrolytes poured on the grass, sprinkled on the grass.
Listen, if Ronald Reagan can do it, Ronald Reagan had no star power. Like everybody praises the fact that he was an actor in Hollywood, but he was a trash actor.
He was a trash actor.
He was trash as an actor. Even in his hay, he was trash. Meanwhile, Nancy was over there. Well, we're not going to talk about Nancy and the rumors on that.
We can't talk about Nancy because I learned some things about Nancy. That was
that's what I'm saying. We're not going to talk. We ain't going to talk about Nancy because we know how Nancy get down. But the rock star power is way on a whole other level.
Everybody in the chat wants to know how Nancy gets down now.
Listen, just Google Nancy Reagan. Just Google Nancy Reagan. It's still probably a hot trending topic. I don't want to, disparage the poor lady because she lived her life the way she felt.
Yeah, she lived it. She put it in her bio. It was in her bio.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
you gotta, you
she
gotta respect Nancy.
let's just say she was legendary on set. She was legendary.
Oh, you're a mess. I can't
No,
with you
she
right now.
was come on, man. Like
I can't with you. I can't with you right now. I can't with you right now. I can't with you. See,
Look,
this
all
is
I'm
what
gonna
I
say
deal
is,
with.
and this is real. This is for real. Not golly, Too Short. Too Short has a verse about her, and he made
does
this
have a
verse,
verse about it.
and he made that verse in the early 90s, early 90s,
90s,
maybe
yeah.
early
Well, she was
80s. Yeah,
known for it. Like she was well known. She
yeah.
bragged about it. Like
Yo,
that
all
was
I'm
the
gonna
thing
say
to
is Too
thing.
Short. If Too Short is making you legendary, then you kind of know how you get down.
Yeah, we know, you know. But anyway, let's keep it moving.
How we go from off to The Rock to Reagan to Nancy.
Brought her up.
It's Friday. It's Friday though.
We're going back to Amazon. Guess what Amazon? Guess what
All right, let's go.
Amazon's
Let's
working
go.
on? They're making a live action Blade Runner 2099 TV show.
Do we
From
need that?
Ridley Scott? Ridley Scott.
Is Ridley relevant anymore? Is he? I'm asking. I'm not even trying to talk trash. I'm asking because I'm curious. I'm asking the chat. Is Ridley Scott relevant anymore?
I mean, maybe. Maybe. I'd rather see an alien series from Ridley Scott, a proper alien series, than with no humans in it, about the aliens going through the galaxy, just gallivanting and destroying things, than a Blade Runner 2099 TV show.
Again.
I mean, there's 3 movies already out there. 3 movies. Do we need this again?
I don't get it, man.
Hopefully it's good. It's Amazon putting the money up in it. They got unlimited money. Hopefully visually effects is beautiful. It's as beautiful as Dune. It's as beautiful as the last Blade Runner movie, which I didn't find exciting at all.
Right.
They had Adult Swim is debuting the anime series Blade Runner Black Lotus late last year. I heard that was really good. I haven't seen it yet. It's 10, so I'm really curious. They're doing a live action 10 episode series to start, and we'll see what happens.
I mean, I may watch it.
And it's 50 more years in the future.
The thing is, I remember when he redid Blade Runner and it came back out, and everybody was kind of like excited about it, and everybody went to see it. And then I don't know if it's just out of respect, but nobody talked about it. Like, you didn't really hear like nothing. People kind of like swept it under the rug. They were like, we don't really talk about Blade Runner. But but he's still finding, he's still getting shine off of what is it, House of Gucci? I think that's the one he just did.
Yeah. Did he do House of Gucci?
Yeah.
I didn't know he did House of Gucci. That sounds awesome. Maybe that's his wheel bag. I mean, if they get Wes Anderson a Blade Runner movie, I'll probably be excited about that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. That would be fun.
That would be a fun movie. Wes Anderson's one of my favorite directors of all time. Him and Edgar Wright can do no wrong in my book. Those two can
that would be
no
fun.
Wrong.
That would be fun.
I would love
Blade
to have
Runner.
I don't know. I mean, in the bibliography, in the Library of American Literature, there's a lot of science fiction and a lot of fantasy books that haven't been done, and I would love to see them be done. Oh, look! The Voice in the Sky. He's executive producer on Raised by Wolves. I heard Raised by Wolves is good. I heard it is good.
I'm hearing. Yeah, and I'm hearing like more people talk about Raised by Wolves. I remember it came out and it just sat there and heard nobody say nothing about it.
Nothing.
But now people are kind of talking about. I think they're on like season 2 now.
Yeah, season 2
probably season 2 now.
They have to find their leg, like everything.
Let me stop ishing on poor Ridley. You know what it is? I never got over Prometheus. I never got over how heartbreaking Prometheus was.
Yeah,
I was kind of done with him. After Prometheus.
I mean, he did make one of the best trilogies we've seen.
Yeah, well, I mean, the first 2. The third was just okay.
The third was a money grab, but it was a good money grab. It wasn't like the Matrix level money grab.
Yeah, it was one of the first times we ever saw a sequel be better than the original, and the original is legendary. Yeah. The original's legendary, and how do you beat that? And then they're
Star Wars did it.
Yeah, that's true, but it's rare. It's very rare to beat the sophomore jinx. The sophomore jinx is just a real thing.
It is a real thing. Okay, the next story got up 20 years later. The Halo composers are suing Microsoft. So Marty O'Donnell
Uh,
and Mike Salvatore, the composers for the original Halo trilogy, said
mhm.
Microsoft owes them unpaid royalties for the use of their music. They don't have to sue Microsoft. Microsoft just cut them a check. They just bought a company for $6 billion out here. They
Yeah.
just threw up $6 billion in cash, like here.
You know why though? It's because of the Paramount series. It's
Yep.
better. It's better to get it out now before that series blows up, because then you're on episode 8 of Halo and you've missed out on all that dough. So they're trying to like get their ducks in a row before that. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's what I'm
yeah, yeah,
guessing. That's
yeah.
that's my guess.
So let me break down the story. The composers may
Okay.
demand an injunction against the Halo TV series set to launch March 24th on Paramount Plus. Ooh, the dispute goes back from more than 20 years before Microsoft even purchased Bungie and Halo. O'Donnell and Salvatore claim they wrote and recorded the Halo outside of Bungie in the late 1990s and then licensed the work to the studio. Microsoft believes the work classified as work for hire, making the company the author of the work. That's technically true. You do work for
Mm-hmm.
hire work. If you sign the contract that says work for hire, even though you did it outside the studio, if it doesn't say it's a licensing agreement, that means
Oh.
they own it. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. The
Ah.
lawyers, they may lose in this. They may lose in
Mm-hmm.
this. This between Bungie and the composers. Microsoft can pay them out. So here we're gonna pay you. We're gonna do work for hire and give y'all each $10 million each. Go away. Go away.
Yeah, I mean,
Bungie
Microsoft had a
fired
building
O'Donnell.
for lawyers. Go
So
ahead.
Bungie fired O'Donnell in 2014 following an internal disagreement over how the studio and Activision Destiny original publisher used or didn't use music he had composed for the game. Although he later prevailed in a suit over unpaid wages and revoked stock grant, he was found in contempt of court for violating 2015 order against sharing or performing any of his music for Destiny. The judge ruling
Dang.
for Bungie after the studio brought a challenge levied $100,000 penalty against O'Donnell.
Wait, so he had an injunction that he couldn't even play his own music? That's crazy. I guess he was
Hey,
like, damn, man, I'm a musician. I'm going to
he
play my
worked for
music.
Bungie. They brought him in to work for him as a full-time employee, and he
Yeah.
made music for them. That's not your work no more. As
Yeah.
a
No, I mean, you're
full-time
right.
employee
You're
of the
right.
company, if I'm
Yeah.
paying you, it's not your work. It's my work. Matter of fact, if you do your work with my computers and my place of business, that's my
It's
work
officially
too.
your work. Yeah. You're right. You're right. That just sucks.
I don't
Because
know.
like, but you know what though? Like outside of the Super Mario Brothers theme song, I can't think of a more legendary video game theme song than Halo. That the what name me something that bangs harder than that for a video game that is that known outside of Super Mario Brothers. It's tough. It's hard. You can't
Yeah,
find
I'm
it.
thinking right
Maybe
now.
the
I'm
funk.
in my head thinking the funk come through for us. The funk. Give us the most
That's what
bangingest
I'm
video game
saying.
theme song.
It's legendary. Like people don't even play Halo know when they hear the choir in the background getting their hum on, their awe, and they're like, "Oh, Halo!" They probably don't even know what Master
Yeah,
Chief looks like, and you've heard it.
I
Listen,
agree.
listen. The Halo song was so popular. It was on Guitar Hero. You
It
could
was on
play it
Guitar
in
Hero.
Guitar Hero. Like
Yes,
it wasn't the Mario song went on Guitar Hero. So that's big money that's just sitting out there. I'd shoot my
yeah,
shot and maybe
yeah,
try to
yeah,
sue
yeah.
too. That's
I
big
too too.
dough.
Yeah, that's big dough. That is. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right. When you right, you right. When you right, you're right. Speaking of big dough, we talked about this yesterday. The Jurassic World Dominion has a Lego
Yo.
set to honor Jurassic Park.
No, okay.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
get it.
yes, they should.
I'm gonna get
As
it.
they
I
should.
missed the last couple of Jurassic Park Lego sets, and they're like certified gold on reseller sites. I'm
Yeah,
investing all
man.
my money in Lego because Lego seems to be
Yo,
making it.
for real, every new set they drop is like a new form of crypto that just hit the scene.
It
You know
is.
you better get it while you better get in
Man,
early because
I am waiting for. I'm going to Lego.com right now on my computer as I talk right now and see if I can pre-order this thing because this Lego's disheartening sometimes. I went on
yeah.
there during Black Friday, like, oh yeah, I'm about to get this Daily Bugle with Spider-Man and all these characters for a good reasonable price. Sold out.
Gone.
Gone. It hasn't came back in stock yet. Every time I look up, they didn't come back. Nothing comes back in stock. I'm like, man, Lego playing with me. I understand we got a chip shortage. We ain't got this type of chip shortage right here. I'm a VIP member. How y'all do me like this? How y'all be doing me? Then you drop like 10 other sets that I want. And I know better. I shouldn't be buying. Like, I have no business buying any Legos.
Yeah,
like they just dropped the Thor hammer. Did you know that? They dropped the Thor hammer.
They dropped Mjolnir?
They dropped Mjolnir. They stopped. Yeah. They dropped Mjolnir right here.
But you know who I feel bad for though, man?
Who you feel bad
for? The kids, man, because there's kids that really want these Lego sets to literally play with them, play and build and have their imaginations be, moved and hear us.
Man, nobody cares about these kids. Nobody cares about these
kids. Them kids.
Them kids don't appreciate Legos. They lose Legos every day.
Really tell you're really saying beat them kids? Beat them kids.
Beat these kids. I'm just saying. What I am saying though, is, hey,
what's up?
Hey, kids lose Lego pieces all the time. I've never heard of an adult lose a Lego piece.
No, that's true, man. But Lego for the kids, man. What Lego like Wu-Tang, man? Lego for the kids.
Is it though? Is it really? These things are like gold out here.
I know, man. But little Billy don't care about the value of his Lego set. He just want to build. You're messing up Susie's creative spirit.
I have yet to meet a kid build a Lego set by themselves. They always have a parent with them.
Hell no. There ain't enough moms to cut in the world to buy a Lego set on your own as a kid.
You bought the AT-AT. You buy the AT-AT, right? You buy the Star Wars AT-AT. Who's that for? Is that for you or your son?
That's for me. my son can join in and help if he like, but the owner of said set will be me.
Okay, I just want to put it out there. They have the Mos Eisley set out there. The Mos Eisley set with the bounty hunter. Is that for?
I want the.
Or is that for you?
That would be for me. I want the original Slave One ship, not the renamed one. Give me Boba Fett's original Slave One, and I want that.
I hear you.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about buying a second Nintendo set just to throw in the back. Like, I'm buying this Nintendo set, throw it in the back, never to open it, just to have it. People are like, why you got that Nintendo? Because this Nintendo Lego Nintendo cartridge system is gonna be worth more than any Nintendo system in 2 months.
Yo, facts. Yo, big shout out to the chat. Yo, the Funk said, listen, all these new black box Lego sets are undoubtedly targeted at adults, not kids. Yeah, I hear you, but if it looks like a toy, a kid is going to think it's a toy, and if they think it's a toy, they're going to think it's for them.
I have a question though. Who cares what kids think?
I mean, I know you like F them kids. I hear you. And the Funk is too. The Funk is like, actually, the black box sets aren't for the kids. It looks like if a kid is like, ooh, that looks like fun. I mean, come on, man. Y'all sound like the cigarette company when they used to make them clothes and they had like the sugar tips and they had kids smoking them. Well, we don't understand why kids are smoking these clothes. Well, because you made the tips sweet and tasty. What do you think a kid is gonna do? They're like, ooh, this is fun. I like smoking. It's the same thing.
The Daily Bugle is out of stock right now. Let me tell you what I'm looking at it for. I gone to StockX. It's $350 on StockX.
You better get it now because they're being sued. StockX price is about to go up.
I hear you. I hear you. The $350 on StockX. The thing in the store, if it ever got back in stock, they just say it's out of stock. They didn't say it's hard to find. It should be coming back. It hasn't been out that long. Let me tell you how much it is. Let's discuss. Let's do some investigative reporting here. $299. $299. Hard to find. Out of stock.
Yeah, all the ones that look like fun are super out of stock. Like Defunk just said in the chat, he said kids don't want a typewriter or a vase of flowers or the Architect series and all that other stuff. Yeah, I get it, but those aren't the ones that are flying off the shelves. The ones that are flying off the shelves look like this Jurassic Park set. They look like the NES set. They look like the Sonic set for that particular level. Those are the ones that are difficult to find because they look like things kids would enjoy. Y'all over here
They do.
snatching meals out kids' mouths. You should
Are
be
we
ashamed of
snatching
yourself.
meals out of
Funk.
kids'
I'm
mouth?
looking at you, and I'm looking at you too, Chuck. Both of you snatching kids, snatching meals out these child's mouths.
Is that what I'm doing? Them
Yeah,
kids
man.
ain't eating no more, dog.
Oh, the both of you are horrible human beings.
Hey, hey, it is what it is. I just know that this Lego set is gonna be $500 in like the next 2 weeks because that's what they do out here. It's like having gold. It's better than crypto. It's better than stock.
You know what? This is how bad it is. Listen, and you're right. This is how bad it is. Lego's first movie addresses this. The dad who's building the Legos and gluing the bricks together so that they can just be admired and not actually played with. That's right. The both of you are holding the crackle. Free the toys for the children. I'm gonna get a t-shirt that says Lego for the kids. Just let go. Let go and let the kids have some fun.
As you were like, I'm gonna buy this ATAT for $7.99.
Hey, that was the old me before I found out and looked at the error of my ways. You right though.
You didn't even dress your son on it. You didn't even dress him. You were like, you don't need it. You don't even need
I'm sorry. I'm part of the problem
you
too.
You didn't even think of him at all. You didn't mention him at all.
I love him though.
I know you do. I know you do. You were like, I'm gonna go and get this right now. You're like, I'm gonna grab this right now.
Yo, the Falcon and the AT-AT though, them are the two bangers for me because it satisfies a bunch of. I love Star Wars. I love Legos. They're big, massive pieces. I'm talking about. I think like C's even looked up. My son, I call him C's. He even looked up the build times for the big Millennium Falcon. He said it's like an 18 to 20. It's an 18-hour world record build time. I was like, dang, I need that.
You're like, I'm about to get that.
Yeah.
Is that for him or is that for you though? Let's be honest.
It's gonna be for Papa. I told you. You're right. Look, do as I say.
So you're gonna enslave your son to build a Lego set with you for you.
Listen, man, it's a great bonding moment, man. You ever built Legos with kids? It's tons of fun, man.
Yeah, I have.
It's amazing to do it by yourself. It's just really like relaxing and stuff too. You know,
it is.
Pound a bowl, have a drink, build. It's tons of fun. Or
I totally get it. I got
that quality time with
two. I got 2 question cubes over here for Mario. So I'm keeping one in the back because I know when it goes out of stock, it's gonna be crazy. It transforms.
See, what's wrong with y'all? You're gonna be snatching.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. We talked about Legos. I think we need to move on from Legos.
Yeah,
Lego for the kids. That's gonna be a geek. That's gonna be a GeekBeast shirt. Lego
for the kids. Lego. Lego for the kids.
Let's drop that shirt for Comic-Con and wear it. But you can get that Jurassic Park set though.
I'm gonna pause on that. I'm like the scene pieces are really my bag. I like the vehicles. I like Star Wars vehicles mostly. So that's more my Lego neck of the woods.
Okay. Jim Lee's iconic X-Men trading cards are live again in a new art book.
Really? I wonder if those things are super valuable. I remember kids trading them when I was in school.
Really?
Yeah, I remember the cards.
What kind of nerds you hang with? I didn't have any of those nerds. The cards ruled not just because of Lee's art. He was also illustrating that main X-Men comic and was arguably the most popular artist of the time. Those cards are worth a lot of money. So if you go find those cards in your parents' house somewhere, you need to go cash in. It doesn't even matter if they're damaged or not. You cash them in.
Yeah, they're dope. But you know what? No, finish your thought.
The book will include the front and the back of all the cards, 105 cards.
That's right on time. That's smart because they're re-releasing X-Men 96, I think is what it's called. And it's gonna be a continuation of the popular mid-90s. Yeah, that is the joy. I'm gonna make that my ringtone.
Get out my head, Charles. Get out my head. That's the first meme.
That was a jam, boy. That was a jam of an opening. Well, anyways, while I'm over here looking for ringtones, that's smart because the cartoon that's being redone, it will be on Disney Plus if I remember right as well. It's going to make a lot of people feel really nostalgic, and now you're going to have these cars. People going to be remembering it. You know, the timing on that is right on point. That's good.
Okay. Okay.
Did you have any? Did you have any of the
No, I
cars?
didn't have any of those cars. I didn't know they were cars to those Marvel comic books. So I wish I would have known.
Yeah, it showed the power levels on the back and the things that they could do.
I
It was
had
pretty.
Transformer cars that did that though. I did have Transformer
Yeah.
cars that did that. So Sonic the Hedgehog 2 Super Bowl spot brings back Robotnik Classic. Okay. But while
Okay.
Knuckles is the star, we know who Knuckles is, your boy Idris Elba. That's
Oh, the
interesting. Why
man
would
with
he
the
choose
$1 million
Idris Elba?
voice.
Yeah,
It's
I
the
guess he'd be
voice.
cool. He could be cool. He could be cool cartoon character.
Yeah, he's played a bad guy before.
I didn't picture him as Knuckles though. Knuckles is an
Nobody did.
anti-hero. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Tails, I forgot who Tails is going to be. So they're going to show them off in the Super Bowl spot. That's a lot of money for this movie. Hope it's good.
Yo, but low key, that Sonic movie, like everybody clowned it, right? I was about to say everybody clowned it in the beginning because Sonic looked funny. Then the movie came out. And I was like, man, this is pretty entertaining. Yeah.
It was a good.
I was shocked. I thought it was gonna be trash, but
I did too. I did. They actually made a good movie. Okay, so Shang-Chi Simu Liu joins Margaret Robbie. Guess what? He joins her in the movie. Guess what movie that is? Shang-Chi Simu Liu joins Margaret Robbie. What movie would they be in together?
I'm trying to think. Are they like? I have no idea. That's an interesting. Well, I mean, they're both superheroes. They're both in superhero movies. So something action basis, I'm assuming. Some superhero.
You assume that, right? You assume that, right?
Yeah.
Nah, man, it ain't that. It's Barbie, dog. They're gonna be in a Barbie movie together. Per the Hollywood Reporter, Liu is negotiating to join the film, which boasts Margot Robbie in the lead role and Oscar winner Greta Gerwig as Little Women in the directing chair. Gerwig co-wrote the script with Noah Baumbach, from the guy that made Marriage Story. Both, but our goal is to be like whatever you're thinking. We're going to give you something totally different. Maybe it's an action Barbie movie. Maybe it's not. Does Margaret Robbie remind you of a Barbie doll? She doesn't.
Not in the least bit.
Not at all.
No.
Kaylee
like if I was
now, she'd be my Barbie. You know, I have a soft spot for Kaylee.
Yeah, Margaret Robbie's that's a weird. I don't know if that connects. Like if it was like an evil mutant Barbie, I could see that. You know,
Ryan Gosling's Ken. I'm like, he's too old to be Ken. Of course he's Ken. He's too old to be Ken. He's too old to be Ken.
Of course he's Ken.
He's too old to be Ken.
I'm trying to figure out like how does that. Okay, I mean, I'm just happy he's working. I'm you know.
You know who should be Ken?
No,
Zac Efron.
He's in that new Firestarter joint. He's kind of old, man. He's playing a dad. He's playing a dad in the new Firestarter.
Dad?
Yeah, he's playing the dad to the girl.
Ryan Gosling's way older than him, though. Ryan Gosling's like our age.
Well, maybe it's old Barbie, and the story's really about Barbie's kid or something. I don't know. They said they're gonna do something different, right?
You're reaching. Barbie has a baby.
I don't know. I mean,
we're gonna see her have a baby. Can we see Barbie have the baby? I want to see that. I'll go to the movie just for that. Watch Barbie have a baby because her legs don't bend. I played with enough Barbie dolls in my life to know that.
One of the worst unanatomically correct
humans on planet Earth.
Yeah, right. Like her legs are like 3/4 of her length, or no, like almost like like it's something like insane. I forgot like her proportions. There's like some you can like
Zac
Google
Efron's
it.
Playing a dad? Is Zac Efron?
Yeah, in Firestarter, they're redoing Stephen King's Firestarter.
Yeah,
which is amazing. Yo, and get this. They're putting an interesting spin because low-key, Firestarter is a superhero film. It's an origin story, low-key. If you really sit there and you think about it, it's an origin story for a superhero. So I think they might be trying to like go at it at that angle, you know, because in the preview, they kind of say that there was like, she's kind of like a superhero or whatever it is. So that could be dope. That could be really, really dope. Because Stephen King drops bangers. Yeah. I'm gonna check.
I'd be in for that. Yeah. That could be really dope. I would be down for that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. He's that old. Jesus, who would
Yeah.
play a young guy?
That's what I'm saying, man. And but you know, think about it too. Like, I don't think these young girls are like playing with Barbie. Like they like this age is like playing with like whole different type of girl
The
toys kind of
Bratz
thing.
dolls.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
don't think
Barbie
playing with
hit
Bratz
like
dolls
that for these
anymore.
kids. Yeah.
Look like
So it may be
LOL
like
dolls or something.
the last Barbie generation is probably about our age.
Oh
So
wow,
that so
that's interesting.
yeah. I mean, I doubt I'll see it. I doubt I seriously doubt I'll go to the theaters to see it. But when it comes on streaming, I may, you know, check it out just to
You
see,
can go see it.
just to
You
see
can
what
go
angle they
see it.
take. I ain't
You can
scared
go
of
see it.
Barbie. Look, you
You
know,
can
all I
go
care
see
about
it.
is good story.
That
If the
is all.
stories,
That
if the
is all we care
story's
about.
dope, I'll show up. Yeah,
I get that.
so,
I get that. As you
yeah,
should. As you should. The
yeah.
story's dope. You should show up.
All that
I'll go
matters is
see
the
it too.
story.
I mean, my Barbies play with my He-Man all the time.
Oh
I go see it.
yeah.
What? I keep it real, dog.
Oh
My,
man, I mean,
you
I ain't
know?
mad. You know, shoot.
Yeah.
You can't. I love how. Did you ever see like those old Netflix shows where they talked about like the origin of toys, especially like toys that came out in like the
Yeah.
80s
Toys with toys,
and
the
stuff?
toys that made us. Yeah.
Right. So you know they had this thing where they were trying to get boys to play with dolls, but they couldn't call it dolls because of
Action
the
figure.
association with it. So they came up with the term action figure.
Mm-hmm.
But it's technically the same thing. I mean,
doll,
you're
yeah.
pretending and building a world around a plastic figurine. It's all the same thing. I mean,
It is the same thing. And I used to I did a Pechakucha called
mhm.
Dolls. And I talked about all the dolls I collected in my life. And I did a Pechakucha. You know what a Pechakucha is? It's a
No.
Japanese slideshow where it's only pictures. And you talk about 20 seconds on each slide. And you talk about what that slide means to you based on the image. And I did it
That's cool.
I did it at Glitch City, which is a video game collective, and I did it
Mhm.
about dolls, my collection of dolls and my love for dolls, and it was like all the action figures I played with.
Yeah.
I had guys come to me, those weren't dolls, those were action figures.
Well, technically they are, but does it
cornball.
matter? It doesn't matter.
Cornball.
Did you have fun? Did you build a world and play with your doll or action figure and lose yourself in that world? Then
That
congratulations.
part. That
Mission
part.
accomplished.
That part. I just look at I'm like, really? You're gonna argue with me about this doll that I rightfully collected? That I felt as though I needed to add to my collection of dolls? It's a doll, man. I'm okay with calling it that. It's not an attack of my manhood at all.
No, not at all.
You know?
At all.
I can carry my dolls to church. To carry my dolls to basketball games. All the guys wanted my dolls. Sometimes my dolls transformed into cars.
Listen, my dolls had a kung fu grip.
Yeah,
and the Thunder Punch He-Man, yo.
Yes.
That was my jam.
I had the one with the chest. The chest flipped over and turned to different things. Like, heck yeah.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
You see why him end up, you hit the button, he snaps, and you pop him in the chest. Him and Skeletor will pop each other. Oh yeah, I had those.
All right, so let me ask you.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. Finish.
Go ahead.
No, because I'm going off the beaten path on this a little bit. So there was this thing that was trending on Twitter, and it was this mom took a picture of her son, and with like an easy bake oven kind of kitchen thing or whatever it is, and posted it. Right, he was like, hooking it up, whatever it was, and it caught like serious flack because people were assumed that men shouldn't be like in the kitchen, hooking it up. They were like, that's a toy for girls. They were accusing the mother of emasculating her son because he was pretending that he was in the kitchen cooking. And like Twitter went in. Twitter went in, but there was two sides. But then people be like, yo, some of the most famous chefs in the world. Actually, the vast majority of the most famous chefs in the world are men.
Are men. Man, we gotta stop.
See, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of silliness with it, and then like you do realize eating is something that you need to know. Knowing how to prepare your own food is something you need that's crucial for survival. So you're downplaying a basic, common need for life. I don't understand that. People just take that It's just kind of tied in with the
I
dog
can't.
thing
I
or whatever.
can't. I can't right now.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm trying.
Let
I'm
little buddy
trying.
cook. Let him hook up some stuff. Shoot.
Chef it up. Chef it up, young man.
Yeah,
Chef it up.
man.
Chef it up. I mean, and I don't know. I don't. All this fragile masculinity is killing me. It is killing me.
Yeah.
All this fragile masculinity out here. And
Like,
it
yo,
may have
just
come with
breathe.
our era. It may have came with our era, but it's whack. Telling men they shouldn't cook is the dumbest thing I've
That's
heard.
ridiculous. That's ridiculous to me. Be like, you should know how to cook. I teaching my little people at like 7. I was like, it's you at that age. You got to learn how to start hooking it up.
Yeah, you gotta learn how to cook. One thing I've learned as a man, I'm gonna tell my man he's in the chat here, my homie, Asad Sankofa. Cooking is fundamental in getting the women. You tell a woman to come over, like, look, come on over. I'm gonna cook for you.
Yeah, man.
She mind blown. She like, okay, you gonna cook for me?
But it's got to be good though. It's got to be good though.
It has to be edible. It doesn't have to be.
Yeah,
good.
you can't be half stepping in that. But you gotta level up. That's what I'm saying, man. You gotta burn a lot of food before you get to the point where you're like good.
Dudes that chef it up, them man, the women they get, you're like, wow.
Yes,
I'm impressed.
Yes,
I don't slack in my life, but I'm impressed.
Yo, it's a cheat code. Let me tell you something, man. If it's one thing a woman always is, she's always ready to eat. Be it big girl, little girl, healthy girl, whatever. Woman's always ready to eat. And if you can be the facilitator of that basic need in a way that's just mind-blowing, bruh, that's half the work right there. You
have to work. You already won. You already won. Game over.
You already won. So teach them young. It should be like just saying. I don't understand the world sometimes.
I don't understand the world either. I don't get
it. All right, man. Y'all, I interrupted you before you would.
No, that's all I was talking about, man. I was just shooting the stuff, talking about the good old talk. Same old same, man. I'm just trying to, out here live this good life. And I was gonna talk about this next short. So
what's up?
Ryan Reynolds, his next movie, it hit our news again. That Netflix joint, The Adam Project.
It looks good, man.
Looks really good.
You don't think it looks good? Oh, okay.
I think it looks amazing. Yeah. Ryan Reynolds. This is my problem with Ryan Reynolds. The only problem I have with Ryan Reynolds. He does half a movie very well.
He's not a good closer.
He's not a good closer. That's why as Deadpool, he nailed it. Because they could go back and reshoot all those jokes at the end. Any jokes he missed timing on, then go back and he's in the mask. You can reshoot them. He's gotten better over time. His movie with The Rock and Gal Gadot, I thought that was a great movie. I enjoyed it. Cool. I rather enjoyed it. I was like, oh, this is a good movie.
Yeah. I was very entertained. Yes. Was it Red Notice?
Yeah. Red Notice it was him being him. It was like he fell into his funny bag. He's in his funny bag right now. He'll crack a one-liner. He leans on it too much right now. I hope he doesn't lean on it as much as he does in Adam Project. And I hope the action in Adam Project's really good. Because he's the nerdy kid he gets beat up on.
Yeah, I did pick up on that. Pick up on that, man. And I was like, "Ooh, all right, that could be on the point." One of them like, pull yourself up from your bootstraps, and no better person to give you advice than yourself, right?
Yep.
Yo, here's the thing that really turned my head though, is that Free Guy is probably in my top 3 movies of 2021. That's how good Free Guy was.
I haven't seen it.
Free Guy was bananas. Free Guy was super good. Super good. Funny, full of action. And the people, the same, I think it's the same director, it's the same writer, same director and writer that did Free Guy is doing this particular project. And it's dealing with kids. So, that by itself sold me. Shout out to the Funk. He said, you're saying Ryan Reynolds is the J.J. Abrams of acting.
Wow. I wouldn't say all that.
Ryan Reynolds is still relative. J.J. Abrams, is he still relative? I mean, as a director, is he still relative? He's still relative as a producer.
Is he
relative as an actor?
Is he though? Is he though? Is he?
Yo, he's got producer chops though. J.J. Abrams does.
He does. Are we really bagging on J.J. Abrams being a good? I mean, what he did to
he's a great producer.
He is a great producer. What he did to Star Wars, though, is a tragedy.
I liked the first Star Wars. I mean, it's just like, it's just like episode 4.
It's
the same thing as episode 4. He rebooted episode 4.
Nobody asked for a reboot or homage to any of those series at all. Nobody asked for that. We asked for a continuation of the stories. He had 2 TV shows, 3 other animated movies that didn't reboot anything. They just kept the story moving. Why couldn't he just do that? Because
it's a layup. You can't lose if you've used the same formula that's already been tried and true. That's why he did it.
So you saying the man doesn't have any new chops?
Well, listen, I think, his strength is producing. He was supposed to remember JJ was supposed to be the next Spielberg. Like, don't forget, people were claiming him to be the next Spielberg. And then he did Super 8 to do his homage to Steven Spielberg, and then we kind of felt the imposter syndrome like really kick in.
Yeah, kick in. He got beat up on. But he got beat up on.
Yeah, I don't think he's a terrible director. He's not the next Spielberg. That he's not. But but he's an amazing producer. He's a legend. I'll go beyond saying he's an amazing producer. He's a legendary producer. Like his resume is just dumb. It's crazy.
Yeah,
but
I get it.
Just keep him, from in front of the camera and don't have him write anything.
He's doing his thing. He's doing his thing. I can't knock him for doing his thing. He's doing his thing. But I'm really interested in this new Ryan Reynolds film. I'm kind of interested in what J.J. Abrams is going to do now. What's his next move? I'm really interested in what he's going to do because he did give us Fringe.
Yo, have you seen his lineup? Look, I just went IMDb. His lineup for producing that he's got coming up: Mission Impossible 7, Mission Impossible 8, Superman, the one that he's doing with Michael B. Jordan. The other Star Trek sequel that he's got coming out. He's doing another. He's got the other Cloverfield joint that's coming out. Dude, he's doing Portal. Bruh, he's doing no, I'm sorry. He's doing Portal and Half-Life. He's doing both of those. And he's a producer on Justice League Dark. And that's just his future projects. That's what he's got that he's currently working on.
He's a good producer.
That's what I'm saying, dude. He's a great producer.
I want him to do some directing, though. I want him to get into his mystery box bag and push it. I think he can do it.
Man.
I think he can do it, man. I think he can do it. I know you don't believe in him, but I believe in J.J. Abrams.
Listen, you the one that told me he doesn't know how to close. You said he's the worst closer in Hollywood. I remember
he is one
you
of the worst closers
that.
in Hollywood. He is.
He said you can't close.
I did. Don't use my words against me.
I'm just saying, man.
Yes, I did say that J.J. Abrams has a closing problem. I've always said it. I mean, after Lost, dog, I was heartbroken after Lost.
Yeah, most people were.
And
the mystery box
set it up too. He was like, "Don't worry about me. I'm going to close this sucker. I'm going to answer all the questions. I'm not going to give you the Chuck E. Cheese ending. And the kids ask all the questions. What's going on, Dad? How big is the Earth? Blah blah blah. We're going to Chuck E. Cheese. Oh yeah, Chuck E. Cheese. He said he was not going to give it to us. He said it. Matter of fact, Wired magazine called it the Mystery Box Edition magazine. And actually catered the whole entire magazine around J.J. Abrams and mysteries and mystery boxes. And he said, I promise you all, I'm in season 3 right now. You're not going to get the Chuck E. Cheese ending to Lost. What did he give us? What did he give us, Intel? What did he give us?
Yeah.
Why am I heartbroken? Because he gave us the freaking Chuck E. Cheese ending. He planted the Chuck E. Cheese in it like ta-da! He did ta-da! He stood up there like a matador.
You stupid dog.
That's exactly what he did. I was heartbroken, and I just got out the heartbreak of Adam Sorkin in the newsroom, and I just got out this heartbreak too.
Oh
I was like,
golly, the newsroom was so heartbreaking. It was. That was such a
heartbreaking,
good
man,
show. That show was
heartbreaking,
so good, and then it
heartbreaking.
just, yeah, you're right.
So, don't blame me. Don't blame me, okay? I try to be a good human out here and actually ride with my man with bad robots. I was a bad robot myself. Like, I feel this. Bad robots,
Yo,
everything.
but you still are because he produces. Like, come
He
on, man.
does
Like,
produce, but I want to see
no,
him direct. I want to see
what?
him rise into Edgar Wright level of directing.
He ain't want that no more, man. He don't want that responsibility. You know what it is? He's the person that
That's
has
right,
these
true.
great ideas. He has these great ideas and these great visions, and instead of him implementing it, he finds the best people to implement it for him, and that is the role of the producer.
Well, this is what he
No.
does. He learned that because in Lost, the first 2 seasons were amazing. He was back there. He was back in that show. He went on
Mhm.
to the next thing. He's like, I got this fringe idea now. I'm gonna go over here and work on this. I'm gonna work on this idea. I just got a Star Trek film. I'm gonna go work on this. I got a Star Wars film. I'm gonna go work on this.
Yeah, he spread himself too thin, man.
But
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying. He got burned,
He
man.
did.
He's
He
done.
did. He did.
He-
And I would love for him to grow and be the director we know he can be. Because I think he's really good directing is when he lets go of things. He's like, I don't care who takes it. He M. Night Shyamalan's it. He gives it to anybody that wants it. Like, M. Night, you
I don't
want
know what
this? You want this? I'm gonna give it to you. Go on and
You
take
know
it.
what?
I'm over
Listen, M. Night is a good director. He just needs somebody. Listen,
Is
M.
he
Night is a
though?
good
Is
director.
he
He
though?
just no. Listen, he needs somebody to sit there and look at him while he's writing and be like, "Don't do that." That's all he needs. He needs a good best friend. M. Night needs a good best friend because the way he directs actors is dope. His the way he takes moments and
You right.
scenes, the way
You
he
right.
lights,
You right.
like he's very capable. He's very dope. He can't close a story to save his life. He had like 2 good ones, and then the rest is like, that's how you gonna end it. That's the problem with like if the world's worst ender, it's not JJ, it's M. Night. M. Night is the worst ender, and the
Wow.
horrible things that he did to
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I'm gonna talk about that was a complete and total cluster F. But M. Night is a good director. He just needs somebody to tell him that's a bad idea.
Okay.
He needs friends. He needs homies, man. He needs friends.
friends. He does need friends. He does need friends. But there's a lot of great directors out there. I'm really want Misha Green to get something else.
Ooh.
I mean, after Lovecraft Country, I'm like, give that girl anything. Give that girl, give that woman anything. I don't call her girl.
Listen,
I don't want to get canceled.
You know who found her, right? And you know who found her?
Who?
JJ. JJ Abrams.
JJ that found her?
He's the executive producer of Lovecraft Country. That's what I'm saying. He's like,
okay.
When he's a producer, he's in his bag. He knows what he's doing.
When you write, you write. Okay, I can accept him as a producer. I want him as a director.
No, you don't. You don't want that, man. You want that man as your director.
I do. I want. Man, I have faith in him. I used to.
You know what it is?
Ride for JJ. I died for JJ.
JJ is the Elon Musk of cinema. You don't want Elon Musk building the stuff. You just want him dreaming. You want Elon dreaming, and then you want to put smart people around Elon to implement those cool dreams. That's how you want JJ.
That may be right. You're right. You're right. You may be right. That's totally legit. What you just said there was totally legit.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. I get that.
Oh,
you're right. I can deal with that.
What is the name of that new joint that Zoe's in? Golly, Kimmy. Is it Kimmy?
Yeah, I heard.
It is Kimmy.
I heard.
Yo, and it's a Steven Soderbergh movie. That's what it was. That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Steven Soderbergh is the director, man. Are you more excited about Zoe in this movie, or are you more excited about Steven Soderbergh coming up with another?
Man, Steven Soderbergh is the beast. First of all, he's the beast. He's a beast director, beast creative, all the way around, right? Like he's dope, and he's the first one to say, "Hey, when I go put this movie in theaters, you can buy the DVD right outside the movie theater." He's so ahead of his time. People don't realize how he was about streaming way before streaming was a thing. When Netflix, he was like, "Why would we go to Netflix? Why don't we just put it up there in BitTorrent?" and protect the BitTorrent, and people can buy it directly from us. We can make all the monies. We can make all the monies. All we have to do is translate it, and we can do it all. As creators, we should have the power behind our distribution.
Right.
So Steven Soderbergh, I'm really excited about it. I'm excited about the premise of Kimmy, and I love Zoe.
Yeah, I mean,
had the privilege to have a vegetarian lunch with Zoe, and it was amazing.
She seems like she would have like some really good conversation on her. Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Big shout out to the man to the voice in the sky. Marani said, let's not forget, give our props to Jordan Peele as well, because he was also a producer on Lovecraft Country as well. Jordan Peele is just, man, he's our, is he our Hitchcock?
Jordan Peele?
Is he our generation? Is he our generation Hitchcock?
Yes,
no, I'm saying our generation
comedy, and his a comedy alive as horror. His psychological horror has comedy in it, and Hitchcock was tongue in cheek the whole entire time. However, Hitchcock drew out every scene in his films. He knew everything in the scene. They said the most boring thing was Hitchcock was that shooting the film was the most boring thing because he already had everything planned.
I can believe that.
Which made him a great director.
He also grew up in a time when people had more patience to allow a scene to breathe. Nobody allows scenes to breathe anymore, because I think the average cut now, I think it's like 4 seconds.
4 seconds,
and then they have to cut to something else because people change the station.
It's so wild back then films are that way, because actors have no idea what they're making.
Yeah, no.
Actors have no idea what they're making.
You shoot the same scene like 10 times, and then they piecemeal whatever the pieces are, and then they cut it so small, so you don't know. You think you're giving this amazing moment, and then they've dissected it and Frankenstein the hell out of it, and it's no longer what you originally thought it was going to be. Hey, but you know what? His latest project that he's doing, I think he's producing, Jordan Peele. Golly, I forgot the name of it. He released a trailer where it had it had like a compilation of Get Out, of what was the other one he did with
he has a new series called Nope, right?
Yeah, Nope. That's the one it is. It looks like it's a combo. It looks like he's building a universe within the worlds that he's already created.
He's supposed to. That's what he said he's going to do.
Yeah.
The worlds
so
together.
it's like Get Out, Us, and then there's another one that he did. So now he's gonna put all of that into one world, and that's what Nope is supposed to be.
Nope.
That's at least that's what people are
black
thinking.
People going like, nope, I'm getting up out of here.
Yo, I'm with it though, man. This dude is he's so out the box thinking with his horror and everything else that he does. I want to see how this plays out, man. Yeah. There's a trailer that you can go check out too, for those in the chat, for Nope, that shows like the collaboration of the worlds falling in on top of each other. And there's like this big massive cloud, this foreboding cloud that's about to sweep over this city. So,
I'm curious.
Another banger of horror.
I know it. Psychological horror. I'm really excited about it. But back to Kimmy as Zoe.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right. I went on my tangent. My bad. I'd much rather talk about Zoe.
Yeah. God should have killed that creature. Nobody deserves something that good in life. It was at a luncheon. One of my Morehouse brothers. Shout out to Reggie for making it happen. She wanted to do a VR project, and she wanted to talk to somebody about it. So he had me. He's like, I have a friend. She wants to talk about a VR project. Would you mind meeting us? I said, yeah, I'll meet up with you. He said, we'll cover your lunch at Cafe Gratitude in Venice. Like, all right, I'll drive out there. It's up the street. Went out there. I'm sitting down. He's sitting across from me. He's like, oh, my friend's coming back. She went to the bathroom. And she comes and sits right next to me. And I turned and was like, whoa. This is Zoe Kravitz.
Hello.
Yeah. Like, wow, this is amazing. This is a human made from two mythological creatures.
Yeah.
They made a bond in love and made this creature. We sat there and talked about
it. She is quite magical though. Like for real. Like you hit the nail. Cool. You hit the nail right on the head.
She's so cool and so calm, and it's like, oh, you're just like this. Like you just have this cool about you.
Yo,
it's her sat there and scored her for VR for about an hour. They covered my lunch.
And you had the privilege to
And
be in her airspace.
I know it. And she's Catwoman too.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I was just about to say, in one more month, we'll see how her star shines.
Yes, against
We'll see.
Pat. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a monster actor, right?
Yeah.
So she can
Yeah.
hold up with Pat. She has to be cool with him. She has to be in the same realm. Like people are like comparing her to Zendaya, and I was like, no, you can't compare them. They're different.
Well, they are to us, but to most people, they're in that same. They are competing
category,
with each other.
mixed girl
Yeah,
category, mixed black category.
they are competing with each other, and I want both. So I mean, on the screen, I want both.
One is 27, one's 44. One's in her 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Zendaya is on a different trajectory too.
Yeah, she's on a different trajectory. She's like the goofy girl too. She's kind of goofy in all her movies, except Euphoria.
I mean,
and Euphoria is like, wow, you're a drug addict.
Yeah. Yo, and everybody's going on and on. I never saw Euphoria, but apparently,
I watched the first 3 episodes and I'm like, I'm done. I can't do this. I can't do this movie. This is not the movie for me. This is not the show for me. I said movie. This is not the show for me. I was triggered. I'm not even on drugs, but I was triggered.
Well, they're saying she's on the same trajectory to be the next Halle. We'll see.
I hope she's better than Halle Berry.
I think she's a better actor than. I think she could. Excuse me. I think she could potentially be a better actor than Halle. But on the aesthetics of it all, man, you can't nobody beat Halle. Halle's legendary. Nobody beat Halle.
That's people saying brown mixed girl. Yeah, they're different. You put Holly, Zoe,
Halle on Mount Olympus, man.
Jasmine. You put all the light skinned black women up together, and not a black man to tell you they're all the same. We'll tell you they're all different, and tell you why they're all different. We don't tell you. But that being said, let's close out the show, man. We've been
that's a good note.
Having a good time, chopping it up. Chopping it up. It's a good time to, not to show favoritism to light-skinned black women at all. But we're talking about Halle Berry, Zendaya, and Zoe Kravitz, and we would know the difference. We ran into all 3 of them, and all 3 of them are gracefully beautiful. Yeah,
beautiful in their own right.
Yes. Now, acting ability, we have to work on that on some of them. But
I mean, one Oscar for giving it up to Billy Bob, but that's a whole different argument. We don't have time for that.
We're getting positive.
We don't have time for that. You're right.
Sisters are winning out here. We know sisters
big
are
time.
winning. They're winning all over the place.
Big time.
I understand we all can't be Jay-Z, but I would like to be Jay-Z because sisters are winning, and he got
big facts though.
She's the reason Jay-Z can spend money. With that said, we're gonna close our show. Thank you for tuning in to GeekBeast Friday Happy Hour. It's kind of mellow today. I came in with big energy and mellowed out with the beer. It's a kickback. It's Super Bowl weekend. We hope you enjoy the game. Hope you root for your Bengals or you root for your LA Rams. And the Rams are going to win. But I hope you root for one of the teams. You be safe out here in these streets. Don't get in too much trouble. Don't get drunk. Don't drink and drive. Call you an Uber. Call you a Lyft. Thank you, Digital Click, for doing the backgrounds and the scenery. Thank you, Rodney, for making actually a new form of media for us for the Geekest Network. We have a video card starring Centel.
What?
Yeah, look at that. You got a video card. Yeah, little you got a video card. I think you should show some leg in your video card. Maybe twerk a little bit to get more people to watch the card.
Not about a twerk, fam.
We'll do that. And Rodney came out of nowhere. He's like Thandie Newton. We forgot about Thandie Newton.
Yo, Thandie Newton had a rant. Did she just have a rant like a week ago?
Yeah, she did.
Apologizing or something. Well, but you're right. We can talk about that.
There's been a lot of rants going on.
Yo, I like her chops. I definitely like her.
She crushes it, man. Yeah. In the Wild West show, what's the name of that show? Westworld.
Westworld. Another J.J. Abrams production.
It is another J.J. Abrams.
I'm just saying, man. J.J. drop heat. J.J. produce heat.
So J.J. should produce my movie. That's what you're telling me. Now I forgive him
Yo.
for failing at the mystery box. I will
All right,
forgive him for failing
yo.
at the mystery.
I'm not gonna trigger you anymore, man. I'm done.
Okay.
Done.
You're triggering me. You're triggering me. You know you're doing this. So thank you, Digital Click, for everything you do for us, all the work you gave us. Thank you, Rodney, for being the man in the sky and actually monitoring the shows and come ramping up on new software hard. It's gangster out here. We about to do all kinds of magical stuff soon. I can't wait. Thanks everybody.
Shout out to the funk.
Shout out to the funk. Man, big shout out to the funk. He curates these stories. I swear I go in. I'm like, I'm gonna pull up my feedly and add a new story. He's already added the story.
Got it covered.
Story was covered. Story was put in 5 minutes ago. It's already there on that sheet.
Yeah, my man is solid.
Man. He's like the Secret Service of the geek news. He knows it all. He's truly the internet. Thank you, the funk.
He's Littlefinger. He's the Littlefinger of our Game of Thrones references.
You know what I'm saying? He's the guy that has the whispers. My little birds.
That's what I'm saying.
Everything. Yes.
That's Littlefinger. No, that's not Littlefinger. That's Various. Anyways, we're going off on a tangent. I blame it on the beard. Yo, this is what geeks do, though.
Yeah, it is.
You're right. He's Lord Varys.
He's Lord Varys.
Not Littlefinger. He's Lord Varys.
I'm just gonna go straight to Carl. I'm just gonna go straight to the pump for any news I ever need. Because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna add some news. Oh, he already added it. He added that and like 20 other stories I haven't heard of. Like, did this even break? I was like, give shout out to the funk. He kills it of all time. Hopefully, we'll have him back on the show when he can come back on the show.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Summer Punch. And all our special guests. We're gonna have more special guests. We know you enjoy me and Centel, but it's better to have somebody in between us so me and him can fight. I want to fight him more than fight him than converse with
some of these elbows, fam. I told you I've been on Seafood, boy. You don't want this, boy. I got the combos down, fam.
Oh, do you? I haven't played Seafood yet. I'm scared. It's a hard game. Okay, you got me on tangents. You got me on tangents again. Okay,
right, I'm done.
Thank you all for tuning in to the Geekish Network. You should subscribe to our channel. Definitely should like our channel on Facebook and Twitter and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. We're going to come back on Twitch. We're going to do more game streams. Matter of fact, I may have you do a game stream tomorrow on Seafood so I can watch you and talk crazy to you.
Man, you're watching Legends like watching Bruce.
Watching Legends is what we're going to do now. Is what we're doing.
Yo, you better think fast because I move quick.
Let everybody know. Actually, Tech Nubian's not coming back this week. I think it's coming back next week. So we're actually done for the week. I think for shows. We'll be back Monday, coming strong with Pod Squadron, and then with the GeekBeast right after that, and then we follow with Origins Illustrated, and with of course GeekBeast is on that show, and we have Bingeworthy, where we're going over Kung Fu. Speaking of Kung Fu. Don't you talk mess about it. It's a YA show and it's on CW. Don't you talk mess about it.
It is definitely that.
With that being said, we're gonna say peace out, everyone.